what's going on with a lot of these celebrities? So many of them have been cutting up lately and not in a good way. Actually, for a lot of them, it's been very strange. I don't care what's going on in the world. You can always count on them to do one of two things: do something outrageous or do something courageous. Both are done to get our attention somehow. This week, NBA All-Star Dwyane Wade appeared on the Ellen Show to open up about his support of his daughter, his trans daughter, Zaya, I believe her name is now. If it's not Zaya, it's Zaya. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it. He spoke about he and his wife, Gabrielle Union's support of his daughter's transition and just basically reframing their outlook and the way they see trans people. Okay, great. I actually think it's a wonderful thing that he and his wife wants to support their daughter. I believe all parents should support their children, the development of their children, the growth of their children. Absolutely. You'd be a bad parent not to. However, there is a huge difference between supporting your children and exploiting your children. And I swear to you, the exploitation hasn't been so blatant as it has in the 21st century with these celebrities. Back when I was growing up, during the golden era of Black Hollywood, the golden era of hip hop, I don't remember all of those people having their children all up in the videos, all up on the stage, dancing, singing, taking them on the Oprah show, telling us about their visits to the gynecologist with their daughters, telling us about their children's identity issues, telling us all sorts of personal and private stuff about babies, their babies. You guys can comment below and let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't remember any of this at all. And yet it's everywhere. What we're seeing basically is the privacy and the personal lives of innocent babies, children, being dangled for purposes of consumption in front of other adults. Not other children, adults. There is a really, really creepy energy attached to all of this. The media is seemingly now all of a sudden obsessed with fetishizing children. I mean, honestly, how many of us even have kids who know who these celebrity children are? It's like they're setting it up now to socially engineer us for something else that they have in mind. I'm not going to say what that something else is, but just sit back and think about what I'm saying to you really quickly for a minute. A lot of what's going on isn't your typical post a picture or family photo to your Instagram kind of shit. This is something else. When did selling out the privacy of your children become a thing? I'm not just talking about Dwyane Wade and his trans daughter either. If you look through the feeds, you'll see a lot of adults glossing over and pining after Blue Ivy in a very, very creepy manner. There's that actress, Charlize Theron, and her trans daughter. You have Pink, and there's singer Pink, and I think it's a couple of other actresses who constantly wants to tell us how their daughter dresses up in boy clothes. Like, okay, and you're telling me this because there's this big sell of masculinity and emasculating that is really, really centered on children. And it really has me questioning whether or not these people are doing this out of genuine love and support for their children or to gain more fame and notoriety and increase their celebrity profiles. And they could really miss me with all of that. Oh, I just want to make sure that the world knows we support LGBT causes and we support Black causes and we support this cause and we support that cause. Because honestly speaking, you can still do that with your child and allow them to develop and grow in private. This is something that is not impossible because it has been done and is currently being done as we speak by other celebrities. For an example, singer Sade has a trans son. Her son is not all up on the Oprah show, not all up on the Ellen show. You don't got Sade all up in the videos, all up on the screens, selling out the privacy of her son. And she is just one example of many. So again, I ask, what's really going on here? Because this is starting to feel like one big social experiment where these celebs are using their children to cash out while the powers that be have something else in mind, such as restructuring social norms, because that's what's happening. And this is why so many people are questioning whether or not there is an agenda, because it actually does look like there is one. Because now you have more children than you do adults who have become the face of all of this. Why? And it's Black children who are seemingly being exploited most. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the biggest issue that has affected our children and how they transition out here in the world has never been these weird ass social issues. It's been economics, then and now. I don't give a damn what mainstream media says. These celebrities can go on as many talk shows and Ellen shows as they want to. Economics is the number one problem. Believe it. You know, we really don't think about the long-term effects of things. We just think about the symbols and how it feels to us in the moment. And over the past 40 years, there's been a lot of things that felt good to us in the moment because it started off as social norms, from, you know, the crack era to hip hop music, and how it affected so many Black men and mass incarceration and crime bills, again, and so much other things that started off as social norms, but it destroyed us. Like, seriously destroyed us. We are still feeling the effects of the aftershocks from all of that. You know, this new wokety woke lexicon, which has become the new dogma, and all of this progressive thinking, which is what they're calling it, and progressive this and progressive that. Who is it really benefiting? You know, someone on my social media feed made a very interesting point the other day. He said, you know, progressives are sitting here telling us that we all should agree that children as young as 3, 4, 5, 9, 12, and 13 are old enough to pick their own gender. If that's the case, then why aren't R. Kelly's girlfriends considered old enough to want to date him? And it just made me wonder, is that what we're being socially engineered and prepped for? I don't know, guys. Something's definitely up. Let me know what you think. I'm Faye Bishop. I'll see you guys next report.